Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Minotaur Hotel. I'm your host, Will, and this is.
Note, chapter 20 is in the works.
Wow, I can't believe we have Note Chapter 20 is in the works for the first time in our channel. Anyway, as you could probably tell by the fact that this isn't Tennis Ace, we're not doing Tennis Ace. The reason for that being that Proteax actually moved out of home and is now living with a roommate that is very loud on the student lodging. Therefore, Brody will not be able to record for a while.
Yeah.
So no more Tennis Ace. Which is great because Tennis Ace is definitely the longest visual novel out of the ones that we currently have on this channel.
I feel like that, and Prody is also going to uni, so we don't want to add more.
Uni is also. I adore uni, as you could probably tell.
I uni when I'm actually interested in what I'm studying.
I'm not interested in anything that I ever studied. Except music.
I wonder if there are trial lessons you can go to in unis.
Oh,
I know
if there were, I'd fucking wish. Like,
I know in Sweden you don't really pay for any school except for maybe books and whatnot, but other than that, you can technically just try whatever and then then just hop off with little to no consequence.
I wish.
But aren't there any, like, I don't know, independent courses you can take in a uni?
A good question. A question not for this video. So let's resume.
Yeah, sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
A little. You wake up to the sound of Asterian's hooves clicking on the wooden floor right behind you. I forgot that this was the voice of the narrator.
Good morning, Master. I'm sorry for the noise. It was not my intention to wake you.
How dare you? I'm gonna dropkick you off the window.
No!
I'm joking! Snuggled up on the couch with a blanket covering you, it's easy to ignore the Minotaur's words. Were it not for the sunlight shining directly on your eyes and the sweet smell of breakfast, you would have fallen back asleep. You peel yourself away from your blanket's warmth. I should probably also do that with mine. You give Asterion a doopy smile as you step up, and neatly folds the blanket before leaving it on the couch.
I slept very well. Thank you, Asterion. Why is this the voice that I gave the main character?
Oh, that is a relief. That's the that's the narrator's voice. What am I doing?
Do you want to take over Asterion?
Oh!
Oh, that's a relief. Well, I went ahead and made breakfast for you.
At times, it's easy to forget how exceptional are the circumstances you find yourself in. Waiting for breakfast is such a mundane thing, but all it takes is a glimpse of Asterion for the facade of normalcy to fall. It is easy to find Asterion's quick healing jarring, more so than the hotel itself. He already stretches the clothes that seemed too big yesterday. Speaking of his clothes, he is wearing the same old outfit from yesterday. One could say there is almost a touch of nostalgia to how he dresses. I think he wanted to hold on to the past. Or it may be a more practical matter, that this is the outfit you told him to wear.
Say, Asterion,
Yes, Master?
about your clothes. Is that all you have to wear?
Yes, it is all I could find. I believe Clement threw most of my clothes away. Much like how he disposed of the wine. All that is left is my current outfit. And, an old furry Zoma.
Rizoma.
Persoma.
Perizoma.
I must have slipped. I'm sorry. It's an old style of loincloth. It's what we wore back in Crete.
Well, you can't just wear the same clothes every day. And 90-year clothes at that. Maybe you could try
70.
something modern. And 70-year clothes at that. Maybe you could try something modern. We can just summon food and water here, right? Surely I can get you some clothes too.
Of course, master. Just command, and the hotel will bend to your will.
I'm not gonna do that. The hotel flickers around you as reality rewrites itself. Picture a shirt you could see yourself wearing. It's a simple task. No.
I wanna try it!
Something bold, brave, and exuding confidence. Out of nowhere, metal appears in your hands. It's a pair of blue jeans and the V-neck you came up with. Asterion stares, visibly curious.
Perhaps it is fitting that I have more modern clothes to wear. Today might be a special day.
Okay, you could come up with fucking anything. And you see how Asterion looks. And you come up with fucking shorts and a V-neck?
You want him to wear a tuxedo?
Yes! Like, come on!
How about a butler outfit?
No.
How about a maid outfit?
No! Just imagine like a blue button-up shirt with rolled sleeves that go almost to his elbows. And black jean pants that aren't too tight, obviously. That sucks. Restricting movement is cringe.
Honestly, yeah, I don't understand why. I hate it. I like to breathe.
Exactly. I'm already thinking of accessories. That's oopsies.
But I wanna can Asterion at least try and see if
Where's the Asterion dress-up game? Sorry.
Now that the hearth is lit, guests may find their way to the hotel again. I want to make a good impression. Maybe the clothes I picked are inappropriate. I wouldn't know. It has been a long time after all. Something about the way you exude yourself, conduct yourself, master. You strike me as quite secure in your attitude and decision-making. A firm person. I am inclined to believe your judgment for what is appropriate must be reliable.
Oh no.
What should I wear today, then?
Ha 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 ha. To dress Asterion.
Dress up minigame!
Dress up minigame. Not enough. Not enough options. Fuck you. To dress Asterion, select on one of the categories on the left side of the screen, and then select the clothes you want Asterion to wear on the right. When you're done, click the finished button. Wait.
At least see what there is. Modern shirts.
No.
Oh my god!
gonna request that we fucking don't.
Please.
No.
Fucking.
Ah yes, exudes confidence and embarrassment.
Depends on who you are.
I'm asking myself.
Should I wear my old clothes then?
And I have to fucking say, the color, yes, it's a bright pink. But fucking just screaming moo on your goddamn shirt is not exuding confidence. It's just more colors.
I mean-
That's how you exude confidence. Just be a just be cunty.
mean-
That also exudes confidence.
I mean, it can be cunty and he can be confident. He can be confident in his milkers.
What did you just say to me?
See myself out.
Please. Yes, white shirts will probably never go out of fashion. Pants are a little old, and people rarely use suspenders outside of formal locations, but I think you look quite elegant with them. You catch a tone of pink on his left cheek, where the fur is still growing back.
Sorry, I'm still reeling. Oh my god.
You have done this to yourself.
Actually, no.
Yes, you have.
I blame the game. I blame the I blame the VN.
I don't.
I blame the VN for the shirt. Hang on. Did the main character make that shirt?
Yes.
What does that imply?
That main character is a stupid fucking idiot that has no sense of fashion.
You sound like almost like Edna Mode from Incredibles.
That's a compliment.
Yeah. Did you think it was something else?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
But I'm so nice.
Yeah, but we also bully each other for sport, so like...
I appreciate the compliment, Master. These clothes are very dear to me, and it pleases me to hear they're still appropriate to this day and age. Now that this matter is settled, I shall interrupt your breakfast no more, Master.
You begin your meal. Asterion sits at the other end of the table, occasionally inspecting his appearance. When you look up from your plate, catch him grooming his fur here and there. Once you are done, Asterion bows and takes your plate. As he carries it to the kitchen, you see him pick at some of the scraps and eat them. A short while later, he returns.
I wanna treat him to a meal because I do not want him to just eat scraps.
Oh no, it seems that I am not really that hungry this meal. You can eat it.
Do I have the Master's permission to go down and inspect the hearth? I want to make sure everything in the hotel is working properly.
I fucking thought so. Sure, I can go with you.
Really?
Yes. I mean, if you're having guests, maybe I should help with the inspections. See where everything is and all.
Very well. Please, follow me.
You are gay!
What do you mean?
I don't know. Oh no! Oh no!
Wow, hello, sugar.
Okay, you're being Luke, I see.
Oh my god.
Is, th-
Well, I mean, after-
is that a
after this-
sinking ship?
After the stunt I did today, I'm not surprised.
I don't like you!
What do you mean?
I don't like Luke at the start. He's too horny.
Yeah, I can see that.
Uh,
I think he's funny, but he wouldn't be my first choice. If I'm honest.
no, yeah, my first choice was Dakota. Dakota.
What the?
However, I do like. I do like his outfit. His outfit really well, a lot. Like really good. It looks really great on the stereo.
Oh.
The restaurant outfits.
Well, I can't wait to see it then.
Colon 3. Anyway, the Griffin sits on a damp picnic table, sipping a stale, diluted all-American beer. He inches forward, supporting his elbows on his knees, and inhales the petrichor wafting from the drained slick soil. He enjoys every gulp of his lukewarm Bud Light, letting it sit in his beak until all of the taste is gone before swallowing. He looks ahead, towards Cape Carnival's launch site, avoids staring at the families nearby. He tells himself to smile. The table is coated in a fine layer of salty water, blown onto the mainland from the sea up ahead. That same salty condensation coats the griffin's feathers, fur, and beak. His mind hops with each languid blink of his eyes. A lukewarm beer with an aluminium aftertaste. Petrichor smell mixed in with grass from the rain. The humming of insects. The catchy pop song blaring from a stereo a few yards away. He taps his feet to the song's rhythm while laying a hand over the front pocket where he keeps his passport. Setting sun glaring at him, he raises a hand to shield his eyes, and looks at the fine men hanging around with their families, dancing to the song. He knows he shouldn't. They are married after all. But the Griffin can't stop himself from fantasizing. They are stout and hairy, and damp from a humid day under the Florida sun. Their shirts have sweat stains. Few of them are wearing tank tops that ride up their bellies, showing off their treasure trails and novels. One of them in particular, a man in his mid-30s, wearing a khaki knee-high shorts and an unbuttoned dress shirt adorned with the NASA logo, makes the Griffins thirsty. He's grateful for his shades. It's easier to turn your head away while keeping your eyes trailed on the prize. One would guess he's enjoying the pinks and oranges of the setting sun.
I would too. I love this. I love the dusk time of day, honestly. It's my favorite time.
My favorite time of day is when I don't have to narrate and Luke being fucking thirsty. God damn you, dude.
I like the night where it's the future where I don't have to narrate this fucking piece of shit in.
Yeah, there we go. That's way better. I mean, I do have the code open, right? This is not the correct file.
She's living in the past, and I wish it was a future where I didn't have to be here.
True.
If anyone knows that reference, comment down below.
Don't. Anyway.
What do you mean, don't?
I don't watch shows and movies.
It's not it's not from a show or movie. It's from another YouTuber.
Oh.
A Super Nanny parody.
No, never heard. Inch
Okay.
yourself closer to the border. Anyway, but there's no containing a lung like this. That's a fine man, sure, but it's the shirt that sells it for the Griffin. Surely it's just some gift shop memento, but maybe he's an engineer on his day off. He's always had a thing for smart men like that. What he wouldn't do to taste him, feel him, hear him gush over his latest project. We love. That's kind of sweet? Question mark?
I think that's sweet. Yeah, I agree.
Cute
Honestly,
love
yeah,
an
I do
autistic
li-
man.
I love me an autistic man.
Anyway, visual novel, colon 3.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about mouth and teeth this entire time.
How did we go from autistic men to teeth? Anyway. The Griffin opens another beer and chugs it. Even with his eyes closed, he lays a hand on the table and recognizes all the carvings on it dating from decades ago. At times, this Griffin avoids taking in words. There is a danger in eloquence. He cannot escape them forever. He checks his phone and scrolls over the messages from his ma and siblings, telling him they wouldn't be able to attend this year. Griffin sits on his picnic table, caressing the carvings he left over the years, and is assaulted by words. He calls himself Luke. Today he is alone with his own thoughts, and nothing is more terrifying. This is the first time only one of them came over to watch for the launch. For decades, now their tradition was fulfilled without interruption. A yearly visit to Cape Carnival to watch a launch.
Is it the 4th of July?
Carnival. Not Carnival. Carnival. What did you say?
4th of July?
Huh?
Is he describing 4th of July like they couldn't come, or?
No, I think they mean a rocket launch
Rocket launch?
or something. Because, NASA shirt probably from a gift shop.
Wait, he wears a NASA shirt?
No. The quote-unquote engineer on his day off had a NASA shirt, and it said it was probably from a gift shop. Then that would mean that they are near something of NASA, and he's talking about
NASA?
watching a launch, which would mean
Is NASA in Florida?
Google is NASA in Florida. NASA is located in the John F. Kennedy Space Center of Merritt Island, Florida,
Huh.
which is situated near Cape Canaveral on the Atlantic coast.
I was under the impression that it was like somewhere else. Like Arizona or something.
Wrong.
The more you know.
Welcome, kids. This is a learn. Actually, no. Fuck off, kids. You are not supposed to be here. Anyway, he knows that traditions are powerful, for as long as they remain unbroken. But he's here, and hopefully that will be enough to keep it going. Next year he'll drag everyone along, even if it's the last thing he'll do. Even if, like today, the launch is cancelled at the last minute. Truth is, seeing the rocket go up is a happy surprise, but it's not at all a necessary part of their tradition. What matters is bringing the family together to remember. Griffin opens another beer can. Keep drinking well into the night, at times sneaking sideways glances at all those fine married straight men, hoping one of them looks back with the same lecherous guys. If they looked his way, they'd see a painfully average human. An American with hazel hair and somewhat tan skin. Luke pats his passport once more. How fragile is the illusion that keeps people from seeing his true form. Simple booklet and his main shield is his main shield against detection. And that same little notebook is what keeps all these men from looking at the Griffin and noticing him. It makes him unnoticeable.
Were they to look his way, he'd be like a distant memory, a nondescript human shape their minds will glaze over. That is a weight all mythical creatures must carry. He knows. Luke thinks back to his childhood, surrounded by more than a dozen siblings, back at the old farmhouse to the east of Austin. During summer, the entire family would sleep on the porch to cool off. Kids would become a mass of limbs piled together, breathing in unison. Boys in one corner, the girls in the other. Luke and his brothers would look up to the stars and trace constellations. Peter, the oldest, would tell the stories behind each one of them. Or make them up, as Luke realized years later when he enlisted to the military and was mocked for thinking Orion was playing a guitar. Tonight, Luke cradles his memories. He'll sleep cuddling at his picnic table, looking up to the stars he'll never touch. When he speaks, he has the voice of a schoolboy, and he hears Peter telling him all the made-up stories. One can almost forget the hardships and temptations of being an adult at such times. By the time dawn breaks, he will be a man again on his way home.
Brum brum.
Driving scares away the words. Unconscious mind turns off, and all that is left is being in the moment. Pure mechanical memory alongside the scent of his cracking leather seats. Long drives and thousands of miles never scared Luke. Ever since his 20s, 10 hours on the road or more were always welcome. He has a home, a small cottage in the mountains of a flyover state, 40 miles away from the nearest town. Not a single neighbor, human or otherwise. It wasn't worth it, making the effort to build bonds when he would just be forgotten. That was an effect of the passport, and all the charms he used. It disguised the Griffin as a human, but also made most people prone to forgetting him. He could never remain there for long. The isolation got to him, but neither did he fare well in cities for long. To be forgotten was too much. The cabin was just a place he had the keys for. His car was a better home, although with all the traveling over the years he had learned not to grow attached to any specific vehicle, even if he took care of them like a son. Home was a road in all of its forms. Usually car, but also train, bus, even hitchhiking. As for a bed, his time in the military taught him that the floor is as good as any bed. Although sometimes he lay there at night and wondering, was in a bed instead, would there be someone beside him? Looks down to the cup holder to his right. There is his passport, the little blue booklet, his ball and chain. He can't lie to himself. He can't stay long in a single place. But he can't speak the truth either. Words, he knows, are dangerous. For a man such as him, these wordless moments of mechanical memory feel like the closest to paradise he will ever experience. Just do. Be. Don't think too hard about it. A reverie such as this can last days, but it is fragile. All it takes is a single unforeseen shift and it shatters. And that's what happens. Far ahead, something catches Luke's eye. A man walking beside the road. He doesn't think. The impulse to help a stranger just hops up to the front of his mind. He wants to give him a ride. Car comes to a screeching halt. Luke lowers the passenger side window and stretches over to greet the traveler.
Oh, it's you.
Griffin cranes his neck up and down to take a good look at the man, but speaks before he's even seen his face.
Hey, you! You want a ride?
Griffin is still appraising the man, quite openly in fact. It's been a few days since he's seen any action, and the last afternoon at Cape Canaveral only revved his boosters. Luke stares openly at the stranger's Now that...
Oh my god.
Ignoring that.
Now, aren't you a good Samaritan? Don't mind if I do.
Samaritan. Now that's a word Luke hasn't heard before. He keeps his ignorance to himself. Traveler has a stiff accent with sharp consonants and a chirpy, youthful voice. As soon as he enters, Luke's surprised. As soon as he enters, Luke is surprised with how well kept he is. smells like fresh laundry. That's an even better surprise. It's never sexy when the car ends up smelling like a garbage truck.
I am regretting my choice, viewers. I'm regretting your choice, viewers, actually.
Oh, what do you mean?
I just need to remember that this happens anyway.
The two set off together with the radio blaring a sweet jazz tune. Luke sneaks sideways, glances at that fine piece of man, barely able to contain the throbbing need in his man.
I sometimes forget that this is a furry visual novel, and so horny is inevitable. Woo!
I mean, not every furry visual novel, but it can be common. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's just embarrassing for me to say to the YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
Yeah.
I can understand that, actually.
Yeah.
Not many people nowadays give rights to just anyone they see on the road. That's very kind of you, Mr. Luke. Just Luke. And what can I say? I don't have the heart to leave someone out in the middle of nowhere.
What can I say? I like it. This isn't me making fun of you. It's me imitating you because I like it.
I'll travel a lot, you see. Did a lot of hitchhiking, so I always try to help out and pay it forward. By the way, mister, I'm afraid I didn't get your name either.
Jean. That's what my friends call me.
Oh, so we're friends already.
That was quick. Of course, I've been on the road a good while too, and I can appreciate someone who treats travelers properly. People like us ought to look after each other's needs. Oh, sure. I know how to treat a traveler properly.
Luke sneaks another sideways glance to Jean and spreads his legs. The bulge of his erection is plain for the traveler to see. He sure could go for a blowjob right about now. Giving one, that is. Not easy giving head when you have a beak, but practice makes perfect. And Luke has had a lot of practice. Takes a conscious effort to keep himself from pulling over and going down on Jean. You must have a fine dick, he thinks. It rarely matters which dick is like, any dick is good enough. Luke wonders how Jean likes to
I'm gonna. How many lines was this of Luke being fucking horny? Why must you be this way?
You have a funny accent. You have a funny accent, John. Mind telling me where you're from?
Oh, I'm from Europe, but you can probably guess I don't live there anymore. I work as a delivery man, so I don't ever stop long in a single place. In fact, that's why I'm here to begin with. I'm making delivery to a truck stop a few miles ahead. You only have to take me that far. You're an American, yes? Is that a Texas accent I notice? Texan accent I notice? Damn right! Born and bred in the Lone Star State. A very proud veteran to boot. I don't live there anymore, but let me tell ya, there's no place quite like it. The men are men for starters, and no food beats ours.
The fact that you say that the men are men first before the food concerns me, Mr. Luke.
I've heard some say New Orleans Cajun food is better. Cajun. Fuck.
insert correct pronunciation here. If it's yours, great.
I feel like Luke might be the type to mispronounce it anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm wrong, but he just gives that energy right now.
That makes so much fucking sense.
I've heard some say New Orleans Cajun food is better. And it's good, but don't get me wrong. But nothing compares to our BBQ. None. I've been to Europe. I've had your grub and drank your wine. It ain't too bad. Y'all are some bad, but y'all are too classy and stuck up for your own good. Back when I was there, I'd rather have my MREs than the stale bread the French gave us. I don't get what the fuss is about baguettes and croissants. Back when they wouldn't even spare us a pat of butter. Never got what's so good about macarons either. Back when I was in Nancy and they all tasted like cough syrup. French food ain't what it's cracked up to be.
But cough syrup tastes nice.
Yeah. You're saying it as if it's a bad thing, Luke. What the fuck?
How dare you? Anyway.
Talking
I
makes...
I should hope so.
Uh-huh.
This might not be a channel or video for children, but we also don't want to get like crushed by YouTube's rules and
Come on, 3. Anyway.
The talking makes Luke forget about his raging erection. Used to being silent and avoiding words. But of course, he's almost always on his own and on the move. Prospect of company warms him up, and all the words come pouring out. Words aren't so prickly when you have company. And while some, if not most, would feel intimidated or weirded out by Luke's ramblings, the traveler cracks a smile and knocks along.
Have you ever been to Texas? You need to try our cornbread. Plus a proper burger with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Pepsi drinkers get the rope.
Girly pop, no! No! How about you fucking don't?
Good old Texas barbecue too. You have to try it. It's the best of the whole goddamn world, and the rest can suck it. I don't know if a fancy pants European like you appreciate a proper burger, though. Seems like seeing one of ya trying to eat one with a fucking fork and knife. Then again, aren't knives banned all over Europe or something? Texas will make a man out of you. And if you're ever in Houston, there's too much to see. There's so much to see. Mission Control and Space Center for starters. They have kick-ass pickle pops. You gotta try those. Oh, I've been to Texas before, yes. But I admit I haven't been through all those experiences. I'm sorry. Definitely haven't any Texas barbecue. I'll have to get that sorted out next time. Can't make such a fox paw again.
Now there's another one of those fancy European words. Faux pas, thought the Griffin.
Faux pas.
If you don't mind me, Opa. If you don't mind me asking, what brought you here to Florida? Oh, It was a family reunion. Ma and all my siblings get together once a year to watch a rocket launch. It's a tradition. But the whole thing went to shit. Everyone was too busy this year. I came anyway, of course. Can't let a tradition die. But even the launch left me hanging. The whole thing got delayed. It got me so bummed I decided to just go home early. I usually stop by Fort's Lauderdale for a week or two for fun. But I figured I wasn't in the mood for it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And Fort Lauderdale. Now that's a destination if you want to party. Maybe a more relaxing vacation would do you good. You've already visited France. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. But maybe you should try giving Europe another chance.
There's this little country called Portugal that you could go if you like the beach. Or if you don't like the beach and you still want to go to Portugal, there's Porto, which is higher north. That's pretty.
If you wanna freeze your limbs off, you can go to northern Sweden
Why would you do that?
to watch the auroras.
Never mind, we are going there next year.
Bruguette is great this time of year. It's unlike it's like a fairy tale. Is there any places you'd like to visit?
Luke thinks before answering. France is out of the question. Same goes for Germany. Italy, perhaps? Or Greece?
Yeah, there's a place. I'm 3.120% Greek.
25.
25% Greek. You know, that's where my family came from some 20 or 30 generations ago. I mean, sure, I have a lot of Native American in me too, from my mom's side. But I always saw myself as Greek. I ought to pay Nemea visit someday. See where my ancestors came from.
The Nemean lion, Luke thinks. Large is the gap between how a man sees himself and how he is seen by others. Hitchhiker sees a man, a painfully bland, mixed-race American, but through the rearview mirror, Luke sees his true shape. An enchanted passport is all that keeps his true shape hidden.
Plus, don't people say the Greeks were all about butt-fucking each other? I gotta see it for myself if that tradition still holds.
Luke bursts out giggling while Jean watches him, quiet. After Griffin's laughter dies down, he gives the man a sideways glance and feels the tension in the air. Feels for tension in the air. Somber thoughts, however, pass away quickly. Fresh needs take over the Griffin's mind. Now the conversation's been properly ended. Horniness for nearly a week without getting laid throws all subtly out the window. He needs dick now, and he has a hunch this traveler might swing that way.
Yeah, buddy. Mind if we make a quick stop? I really need to take a leak. It is your car, my man. You are in charge. I'll take the chance to have a smoke too.
Luke breaks too suddenly, betraying his eagerness. He pockets his passport, checks for oncoming traffic. There isn't any, and leaves out.
Yeah,
Or at least
I'm gonna skip that. For next episode, you're gonna start on the next part. However,
Yeah.
this is gonna be the end of the episode for today. It will be
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, why the fuck did you? Like, comment, and subscribe. Didn't the things in any order, I don't really mind, but if the content on my channel wasn't enough to satisfy you, you can go over to Pikamain's channel.
Where I am not better on my channel.
No, you aren't.
Oh, what do you mean?
It means that we have videos together, so, you know, same shit that happens over here happens too.
Yeah, just same shit, different VNs.
Exactly! Anyway, and with all of
different hosts.
And all of that out of the way, I hope that you had I hope that you... Wait, I already said that. And with that out of the way, I hope that I see you on the next episode. But even if I don't, I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Womp womp.
Anyway, you were saying?
Fuck. I forgot what I was gonna...
Before the
yeah.
autistic man.
Hi, hello, sugar. Let's go out and... Can you buy me some Legos?
Can you buy me some Legos?
Okay, disclaimer, not all autistic people like Legos. It was just the first thing that came to mind because I'm fidgeting with a Lego person. It's the first thing that came to
Damn,
mind.
you're manhandling someone? How dare you?
Yeah. I bitten off their arms and put it back. What do you think I'm normal? No.
You for what?
So ever since I was a kid, it's not as bad now, but when I was a kid at least, I had a bad habit of putting things in my mouth that shouldn't be there and chewing them and destroying them, including Legos. So,
Dumbass.
I literally like shaved off parts of one of my front teeth because I was like grinding it against Legos.
Ah. I see. How quaint.
It's very quaint. But at least I never had to wear what is it?
Braces?
Braces. Yes, braces. Nor do I probably need to remove my wisdom teeth because my mouth is big.
Neither do I. However, I do have a funny little thing where my jaw doesn't close properly, so...
My jaw can... Haha.
Like, when you close your jaw, both of, like, the front teeth are together, right?
Yeah.
Mine aren't.
Huh.
Like, they're on the same height, except, like, I have too much jaw, so it just pops. So it just pops back when I close it.
Wait, so do you mean you have kind of like an underbite?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Oh, okay, I
Because-
think I see.
Okay, how the dentist described it is a hyperextension of the jaw.
And that means...
That means that I can open my jaw to an unhealthy amount, but also that makes it so that sometimes my jaw locks itself because it's not closing properly, so it's not like positioned properly, so I can open it properly sometimes.
So you can open your mouth very wide. That explains a lot of things, actually.
What the fuck do you mean?
Running your mouth!
But no, yeah,
Correcting me!
fuck off. But no, yeah, I do have. I can open it really wide.
That's impressive. I don't know. I don't think... Outside of my mouth being big and I have my wisdom teeth, I don't think there's much else special about my mouth.